Uh, why is there still music on? Shush. Quiet. I cannot hear my brain thoughts. Hope that doesn't get me in trouble. I can just cut that out. Nah. Hello, my sheeple. Uh, if you're seeing this, that means I've streamed again on my Twitch. And, you're kind of coming in at a middle of the road time. I posted another video called Bored Pixel Art, which got, copyrighted because of some music. Also, fun fact, it actually said the wrong music. It said one of the songs was Levitt's Delay, which was apparently okay to have in the first place, which is fine. But yeah, that is not Levitt's Delay. That was the original, which was Moonlight, the Stars, and You. I don't know how the heck the AI messed that up because those two are entirely different. But yeah, I guess I guess they just didn't know. Oh, speaking of didn't know, I didn't know I was not in full screen. Anyways, I'm going to be trying to do the other mech, the Patriot, which theoretically should be easier than the Patriot, because I already have a Patriot, so it should be really easy to just get. I already have an Emancipator, so it should be really easy to just get a Patriot. Emancipator. What the? What? What? I'm getting so confused. I'm so tired. I'm gonna be honest. I was streaming already for a while. The XO45 Patriot. I'm looking up a reference on my phone because I can. The XO45 Patriot. Machine gun. Blah, 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 blah. There it is. Okay. Cool. Let's get right into it, I guess. Start going down my design process. First of all, what is different? Also, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. I'm just gonna delete. Yeah. So I can have full rain access to this little thing, which I'm gonna brutally get rid of, pretty much. I'm gonna lighten up these colors, change the front just a little bit when it comes to design, and then change the top and the guns. That's pretty much the entire plan behind everything. Also, why is my headphone wobbly? It keeps clicking in my ear. It's annoying. Sorry, hold on. I'm adjusting my mic. Okay. The Emancipator has way lighter gray as the main body. But also seems to have a little bit more detail concerning everything. So, this here, gray. And this entire front should be like dark. So, this will replace it. Right, and then I'm just gonna color everything gray for now. Here. And I'll keep I'll keep that gray spot. Go up like that. There's for some reason no. Where are the? I'm trying to look at this picture. I'm trying to look for where the lights go. Okay, there are lights. I assumed there was, but that's okay. I have lights. There are lights. I'm just gonna keep the lights where they are. These arms have got to go. Deleting the arms. Ah, sorry guys. Deleting the arms. Eagle back in the nest. Delete this head part. and then just make it all smooth. The only thing that should pop up are these two little knobs, pretty much. Then that little wire thing, which I guess I could give a little extra care and love to. Feels like I'm speed running this. That would be kind of fun, actually. Speed running Helldiver mechs, because I have more. I have Helldiver mech ideas that I actually would like to put in the limelight, because I'm a nerd, obviously. I like robots. I'm not a clanker lover by any means, but I like cool looking robots. Okay. I guess this would be appropriate. How are these set up? Weird. Weird. I'm gonna make these darker yellow. Dark yellow. What the heck? Maybe something like this. Because it does go all the way to the top, pretty much. But that's the thing, though. It makes this look small in comparison. I don't want it to look small, so I think I'll make it something more like this. Cut off these edges, because the edges make it look smaller. Except for this edge, maybe. I'll keep this edge. Microsoft Edge. I don't use Microsoft Edge. I use Opera. Opera GX. Guys, sponsorship, please. Nah, probably not. I don't need money. Why would I need money for something I do literally for fun? You know what? I'm going to slip a little bit. I'm going to do this, right? That gives it a little bit more. I guess I'm going to do that. Might as well do this. But that doesn't. Yeah. That works. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing that. Do I like that? I have no clue. But for now, I tolerate it. Anyways, this front needs a little bit of loop. Needs a little bit of gray. Lighter gray. Lighter gray, not light gray. I know this is kind of looking like the same shape, but to be fair, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same, other than artillery-wise. They're pretty much the same. Anyways, the picture I'm doing is getting progressively worse because I need different angles. Anyways, how big are these arms? These arms are not that big at all. I don't know why. This is a machine gun. It should be way lighter in comparison to how big was it? Like a 40mm cannon? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't use this mech. I use the Emancipator. I don't use the Patriot much. Patriot's good, I heard. I don't use it. Just not my speed. Hello in chat. Hello. What are you doing? I am drawing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying my best to not be stupid. What about thou? Hmm. Where is the edge in this? Here. From an edge. This feels like a problem. This doesn't feel robust enough, but if I make this any thicker, then it looks too thick. Does it? I just... No. That might. Actually. I don't know. It's kind of hard to make decisions. That's why I don't make decisions. I let everything be decided for me. That's why I always say, flip the coin, Scott. If you're wondering where that reference came from, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask my thousands of references in my brain. I don't even know them at this point. I think actually I have the basic shape down pretty much. This might be too big though. Have you been a bad helldiver? I watch Captain Dookie, the new Captain Dookie video. It is absolutely peak, as per usual. He always makes peak. I think I have the basic shape. Looks pretty good, in my opinion. Looks just nice. Now, I'm not going to do all of these, most likely. Most likely just going to do the full 360 thing, you know, the rotating body type. So I'm going to grab the back of this, pretty much. Pray the fact there's a back view of a Patriot somewhere. What the heck are you? That is not a Patriot. Okay. Back view of a Patriot. It has the same mounting system, I noticed, as the Emancipator, which makes sense because technically the 45 came out before the 49. By the way, Mech Nerd here, right, sitting behind the screen. Um, in the original Helldivers, the 45, right, was based off of one in the original Helldivers called the 44 Walker, which is why when they say calling in Walker, they're talking about that old mech. That was used to be the original mech, but then there was also the 48, which was called the Obsidian, which was the earlier version of the Emancipator. And then also there was the Lumberer, which we are getting, I think actually today, if I'm not incorrect, depending on when this video releases. Uh, yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how they're gonna do the Lumberer. I know it's gonna be a flamethrower mech. It's gonna be rad. I'm gonna definitely pray I can get enough medals for it. I'll definitely be very, 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 very excited for it. Where where would this go? Think about it. Okay. Here I have my hand in front of me the other way. This is how I do my positioning. Things here. If I rotate it, it should be on the other side. Okay. Other side. Get it. Now brain, remember it. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna change up the back a tiny bit. Because I think these might be an enclosed rocket system, which is kind of stupid, honestly. I can't help but not like that. Enclosed rocket systems are prone to failure. But I'll do it for Helldivers' sake because, well, that's how Helldivers has it. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, yell at me in chat and or in the comments because chat's saying absolutely nothing about me being wrong. Because, you know, guys, I'm not wrong, aren't I? Yeah, yeah. I'm not wrong. Totally. You guys are wrong. You're all wrong. Yeah. At my mercy. What? No. Where is... Okay. So this mech has a little bit more of a badonkadonk. I'm gonna be honest. A little bit more of a prominent cheeks and less prominent gas tanks, which these on the these are actually gas tanks, which I don't know if I showed clearly, but they are. They're meant to be gas tanks. So since this guy has a prominent cheeks, this guy's prominent cheeks, I'm going to make sure I get it right. Does it dip down further? Nah. Nah. Nope. Nope. You're wrong. Imagine how wrong you are right now. It doesn't dip down further. What are you talking about? Probably does. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It doesn't look like it does. I'd believe you if I saw it, but I do not see it. Flugzeit? Learning German recently. Just out of nowhere to the chat. I've been learning German recently. Has not been going well because I'm bad at speaking other languages other than American or Latin. By the way, no, I do not speak fluent in Latin. Before chat asked. Yeah, as soon as I said that, they chatted me and asked, "You speak Latin?" No, 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 I do not. I don't speak Latin. Can you speak Latin for us? No. No, I can barely speak Latin while awake, let alone while I'm tired. If I wanted to speak Latin to you, I'd have to be fully conscious and not and not and not who I am. Where is I cannot find a genuine side a back view of the dang XO45. I just want the backside. Is that so hard to ask? I just want the damn backside. Okay, I found an okay picture. This mostly just looks like the Emancipator all over again. Looks like... So these are actually still here, but the mounts are a little bit smaller. The back is more prominent. I'm actually gonna kind of wing it here. Don't mind if it's just completely incorrect. I'm winging it because all other forms of looking at the back of these things, except for actually going into the game and looking at it, are unreliable. Actually, you can't say XO45/49. They're not the same. They're they're designed entirely differently for different things and different purposes. Okay, I have a 3D model. I actually do have a 3D model, surprisingly. I have a oh I have a reliable 3D model Okay, I finally know where the freaking lights go. The backlights go. Ah, I've been waiting for this. They go right on the cheeks, like this. Ah, I feel happy. I feel happier knowing this. Also, there's apparently a back thing to the grenade, to the machine gun. So I'm gonna add that small little detail just for me because I know no one else is gonna play this game except for me and my buddies. And my buddies are definitely not gonna realize it because they honestly can barely even write their own names some days. Sorry, Talon, if you're watching this. R.I.P. my granny. Um, Other than that, actually, this back is pretty much done. There's not really much to this one. Maybe this should be a little bit smaller, but honestly, I'm kind of doing a chibified design anyways, so it should be fine. I'm sending you straight to hell. I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow so it can be consistent with the rest of for the other mech. And other than that, I think we got a winner here. Okay, that's the back of it done. I don't know if it has sealed back silos or not. I haven't been able to see a picture that shows it reliably enough to where I can make that decision. But for now, I'm making it so you can't see it. So, Rip Bozo on Twitter. No one uses Twitter. I don't know why I said that. Okay, side view. Side view should be, hopefully, a lot easier than it was for the Patriots, since that's why the Patriots side view looks a little bit strange. It's because I haven't been able to find a reliable side view. Now, the one problem about this is the miniature. This is the, oh my gosh. This is why I use acronyms. The 49p, the 49, oh my gosh, I'm so fucking tired that even my favorite thing I'm forgetting. The 49E, the yellow one, has the same arms on both sides. So I can just kind of flip them. As you see here, I just flipped them. That This one's different though. I have to have two different arm designs, which is going to make it much, much harder. Now the leg design is also apparently very different. I actually didn't realize how different they are. So I actually am just going to kind of, and then, hello again, and then use you as reference because you better for reference than just for. I'm just gonna put a slightly more consistent background. Okay, this should be easier. I'm gonna keep the same foot design because that it just works for the small pixelated amount that I have. I'm just gonna keep this same little lip looking thing. The only thing I'm really gonna change is the next thing, which is it's gonna pop out much more, and this is gonna go in way more than beforehand. And now it's still gonna be the same height. It's not gonna change in height by any means. It's just gonna look way more aggressive than the other one. So if I get rid of this, ooh, ah, ooh, okay, yeah, it needs a little bit of smoothing. Actually, it might need a lot of smoothing. It's still a work in progress. I mean, it's not as bad as the Flammenwerfer, you know? It's not as bad as the Flammenwerfer I made beforehand. I made a pixelated flamethrower for well, a German class, surprisingly, and I was doing a speech on like uh, certain types of words for basically just war machine, and flamethrowers came up. I had a picture of a flamethrower on a school project. It was a online German class separated from school. Where do you go to school? Why would I tell you where I go to school? I don't want to tell you. Why would I tell you that? I don't want to tell you where I go to school. What do I look like? Oh, what do I look like? An eight? Do I look like a 5-year-old to you? I'm just gonna tell you where I live. Yeah, I live at 513 Negro Arroyo Lane. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally. You should look that up. You should look that up. Totally. Yeah, look that up. 513 Negro Arroyo Lane. Yeah, that's me. I live there. Yep. That's my house. No, it's not. Stop lying. No. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I will. Wow, actually getting active in chat for once. I actually have to keep looking down to see chat. For once in my life, people are noticing me. No, I'm kidding. It sounds depressing. I can't say that. No one's allowed to be sad in this chat. No one. If you don't know that reference, I hope you get it one day. Get internet humor. Specifically my internet humor. You'll get it eventually. I promise. If you stay on the internet long enough, you might be able to get that joke. Because, only a certain amount of people know that joke. I don't know, some streamer who said it. He said, why are you so sad? Like, just be, like, no one's allowed to be sad in the stream. You're only supposed to be happy. And he was like, some dude was like, yeah, my grandma just died. Yeah, it was real messed up. I don't know why he did it. It's honestly a little bit strange. If you had to pick, which mech would you choose in Helldivers? Um, like if I had to get rid of one, or if I had to like choose one to use, because I would choose the Emancipator, and if I had to get rid of one, I'd oh, actually, that's really hard. Which one would I want to get rid of? I mean, we have so little mechs. I guess I have no right to say this because I haven't tried it yet. I guess it would be the Breakthrough, because I don't see myself using it much. Which is the one with the shield, by the way, if y'all haven't been cultured yet. It's the one with the shield, and you can push people back with the push things back with the shield. It just doesn't look my playstyle per se. If it is someone else's, I mean, cool by you. I can't. I can't. I had an idea kind of like the Breakthrough, but it's actually a little bit more like slashy and less pushy. I don't know the best way to put it. This just died. Hello, hello, hello. Did my headphones die? Chat saying, chat saying my headphones died. I know if I believe you. It's not like I totally did not hear the sound that meant my headphones died. Totally not. Thank you, chat. You're very useful. This is why I have chat, see? This is why. Oh, is this right height? Searching. Seeking. Oh, is this too tall? This is too tall. I knew something felt off. It felt too tall. Okay. What side would this be? I have to do my hand thing again. It'd be the machine gun side. Rad. Okay. How in the living heck am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna do it all based on shadow. It's gonna be like perspective. I don't know, I'm just saying stuff to sound smart. It's going to be not actually blacked, like blacked out or nothing. It's just like there's not gonna be a black outline. It's more of shadows are going to imply the fact there is something there enough to where when you turn in the game, you're like, oh, okay, that's the machine gun. Besides, why the heck would this random thing just be shooting like a machine gun, but not be a machine gun? Guys, it's almost like the thing we designed it to be is the thing. That's so funny. Okay, what color is the physical gun? Oh, I made it like gray. Oh, that's the same gray that I made the connector. The connector. Well, that's lame. Well, I don't want that. I want to be prominent. 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 Fun words. I need a little bit of a lighter gray for a detail that I couldn't get on the other side of the mech. I need a little bit of a lighter gray, a bit darker. It's for a circle that's apparently right here. And there's going to be also a lighter gray and a little bit darker right here because of the machine gun thing itself. Nice. Also, we should probably extend this a little because we ain't got no small machine guns here. No small machine guns. Nope, nope, nope. No soggy bottoms. Now it's time for the turret itself, which I feel like should be. Feel like it should be too thick, but too thick would. Hard decisions. Decisions. I feel like one would be darker if I do go with that. Like maybe this color. Right? Like it does extend pretty dang far. I don't know why these barrels are so dang long in the game, but they are. Oh my gosh, it's so much darker than I thought it would be. And then I would have a band like this. Band like this. Like this. And then it'd end here. That's a big machine gun, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe a little bit too big, but everything can be solved with a little bit of shading. That's what I always say. So, no, not that. Okay. Well, I don't know. I have no idea at this point. I'm just trying stuff, seeing if it works, and throwing stuff together. Because if it don't work, wait, why are these lighter? These feel lighter than darker. This looks almost too dark. I can't make it light because then I have to make these light. Although I made these. Oof. I can't make them too bright, or say stand out too much. Actually, what if I... Hold on. Flip the concepts. What if I make them stand out a lot? Like a lot. but then I add a little bit of shade, so there's enough of a difference to where it's implied. It's all implied. Everything's implied. That's too long. Hmm. Hmm. I, I, mm, I, I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it needs. I think it needs. But then, like, that makes me want to do all of it black. Kind of gets rid of the silhouette that I'm going for. It's just such a nightmare. Hold on a minute. Sorry, something came up. Okay. What? What do I do? Do I just keep it like this? Because this looks weird. Do I make it shorter? Do I make it longer? Do I change the entire body shape? I like, I like, I like the way it looks now, but I don't know because if I don't change the way it looks, because this looks way too flat, that looks way too shiny. That looks way too flat, and that looks way too shiny, and that one looks flat, and then that looks too shiny, and again to this endless loop. Let's end this loop of self-doubt. Oh no. Okay. Solution has not been found. I can live with this for now. Other than that, your days are numbered. Okay, I'm gonna copy this side now. Mainly because it should be easier to just boom. There, I'm done. No, I'm kidding. And now, I need to delete this. Replace what has been broken. That already looks 10 times better than I was expecting it to look just from deleting a few parts. Okay, great. Great step. Now we need these thick ass silos that come all the way up. That are totally this dark. Totally this dark. Well, okay, there's a lip in this bend, right? So, this line, heck, make this line even bigger. And just kind of wingding it from here. Because the leg kind of goes up all the way to the back, except for the very, very back. So having a little bit more shadow there would look like there's something going on here. So instead of adding a ton of detail up here, which I totally could, I don't have to. Now this is, I believe, way, way too dark. So I'm going to brighten it up a little. I know it looks super bright now. I'll fix it. I know. Brighten it up a little. Then add a little bit of variation. Why are you like this? Who made you like this? My parents? Who the fuck are your parents? And why are they like that? Just cover this all up and then redo this. There. That's good enough. Then there's a giant, not giant, but there's a big box thing here. And a little bit of a lighter thing there. Other than that, there's really not much to this side. I think a little bit more shadows could be done. Just a little. But other than that, this side's pretty simple, honestly. Here, I'm gonna add a little bit more detail by like shadowing up this side. Oh, but then here's the thing though. I also have to add a little bit of this barrel. Now I'm gonna take the darkest color I have on here, and then use that instead of just black or something. And then I actually will throw in a little bit of black for detailing. Boom. Huh. Okay. I don't hate it. I I don't I don't hate it. And that's almost an issue for me. I don't hate it. I don't hate how it's looking. I don't hate that. I hate this. This is the main thing. This is the main issue. It's implied the fact that something is there, but you can't really see what it is without squinting. That already made it look at you way more prominent, if I do say. I might have just fixed my own issue. Okay, well, that fixed itself. Boom. We have the 45 Patriot. It's beautiful, ain't it? My gosh. How long have I been recording also? I don't know. Since I only started recording when I was making pixel art, not the other stuff beforehand. Oh, nice. 43 minutes. You've now been watching a guy for 43 minutes make just random pixel art. I hope you're proud of yourself. Okay. Can't really make an animation with this. It should the only reason why I say that is because the legs mainly, also because I add little bounce now to the guns and whatnot. This shouldn't have any bounce, so I should really only add bounce to the machine gun. But even that's gonna annoy the frick out of me. See, YouTube, not swearing. I'm good. I'm a good boy. I swear. Anyways, I am, however, going to do the little leg thingies I do, like these things, where I just move the legs, up and down. I was wondering where it was. See how the yellow gets eaten up. Basically, just gonna do the same thing, where, boom. That's how I'm basically just gonna make a small, not the final, small walking animation. Just so we can get a peek on how this is gonna look. Just so we can get a peek. Oh, gosh, this is gonna be a nightmare. Hold on. I think I'm gonna get the lasso here. Just wrap this. Then move it down. Move it up. I didn't know. I don't need to move it. I'm just gonna make leg thingy like this. It look bad, I know, but leg thingy gonna have to work. Okay, leg up, leg up, leg up. Okay, so this one should have one leg is up, the other's going. The leg up is usually the one going forward, the other one's usually going back. So this should have leg back. Don't question why these look bad. It's just a proof of concept. It is nothing more. Okay, then basically I'm just gonna fill those in. Actually, yeah, that works. And I'm just gonna do the same over here. Because, once again, just a proof of concept to see if this really works. As our mech. Get rid of Lasso because Lasso honestly does suck. Ah, gosh. I don't have enough space. Yeah. Get out of this world. You know, one thing I forgot to add with my Emancipator animation is a jiggle from the antenna. That would be pretty funny. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I would say it would be pretty dang funny. For me. For no one else. But for me it would. For me it would? No, it wouldn't. Nuh you lie. You don't find it funny. Why would you? You won't find it. Nah, you're wrong. You're lying. You're lying. Okay. Proof of concept number 1. I'm just gonna take this guy. I'm gonna make him do a full 360 one way and then do it back. It's basically the plan. So here's a guy. He's gonna stand here. Copy frame, copy frame, copy frame. Get rid of this guy. He's no longer prominent. He's no longer important. I can delete this now, by the way. Then he's gonna lift up his leg and he's gonna spin. So he's gonna lift up this leg. He's gonna spin around to show you his side. And this one should also be a good classic 3 frames. And he's showing you this side view. But not that one. This one. See, now I'm showing you this side. Let's hopefully I line up where his feet are. Copy frame, copy frame, copy frame. Slip a sled, and then he's going to raise up. Let's see, this forward leg, back leg, so he's going to lift up this leg. 1, 2, 3. Then he's going to show you his backside. Haha, your mother showed me her. Okay, I'm not making the same joke as I did last time. No more. Bot's gonna lift up its back leg. 2, 3. Heights did fine. Heights did fine. Heights did fine. First time showing off the side entirely with nothing else from her. Okay, then it needs little rotation device. Okay, just a little full 360. Also, why is there a background only in one of those frames? Delete. Okay, why the heck is there still a background? Why did I do that multiple times? Go away. Okay, to be fair, the side ones, by definition, you would not see if they lifted up the other leg. This is a walking animation for a 2-bit game. You would just kind of see it turn because there's no, like, the what's the proper term? There's no 3/4 view where you see like the side of it. I don't know, a 2-point view of it. There's only a 1-point view. You see it dead on every single time from each angle. And no, art terms. Well, that wasn't really a proof of concept, but it was something. So I have to pat myself on the back a little bit. Now, I will probably continue this sometime. I don't know when, but I will continue this board art thing where I'm streaming. Goodbye, stream, by the way. I'm probably going to turn you off soon. Where I'm streaming and I make random pixel art because I'm bored. This is the 45 Patriot from Helldivers 2. I don't own technically any of the bases of these or references I used, but I do own these pixel arts and I made them myself with only using references. I didn't just take this off of ChatGPT or Clyde or any other AIs. A human made this, hence why it is not perfect. That's about it. Goodbye, my sheeps. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. And get your dang bot right, because it's not Lebbit's delay. It is good night. It is a good night. It's not good night, my beautiful. It's Moonlight, the Stars, and You. It's not Lebbit's delay. It's the original song by Ross Morgan. That is it, my sheeps. Goodbye.